The last 5 days getting into Hawaii, I was probably asleep most of the last 3 days. And in that period of time, as sure as I'm sitting here and you're sitting there, and I know you're sitting there, I don't think you're a hallucination. There was a presence on the boat with me. I know there was. This is reported by other sailors, and some of them are in sleep-deprived conditions, and people say, well, that's what it is. It's the hallucination of being sleep-deprived. Now, another theory would be, no, actually there are levels of consciousness that are available to us which are not well understood, and physics can't explain it. Certain phenomena look like this. That presence that was aboard, which I felt was there, that was benign and with me, was derided as a hallucination. And when I included it in the newspaper story I wrote, they said, we have to take this out. And I said, why do you have to take it out? Well, they said, because it obviously didn't really happen. And I said, well, you take that out, you get no story, because I was there, you weren't, and I know it happened. And if you tell me it's hallucination, I don't know what you mean by that, except that you don't believe it. And again, you had to be there. So on the way back, when I had this experience of sort of elements of my father or elements of the family suddenly presenting themselves in palpable terms, I could say, yeah, well, that happened because I was, so tired and alone. But I'm not sure that it was completely imagination. I can't say what it was exactly, but I wouldn't call it a hallucination. I would say there are things in us that are a mixture of memory and imagination and thought, particularly I think among those we've been closest to, where the material's so intense, that you'd say, no, I don't know what to call it. It's not a hallucination. My father showed up, or somebody in the family showed up to comment on the things that I was thinking about. And was it just coming out of my head? I guess you'd say, well, it must have been. You were the only one there.